Darrell Sheets, the Storage Wars buyer millions of viewers knew as the Gambler, is back in headlines after a final and deeply sad update. On April 22, 2026, police in Lake Havasu City, Arizona, said the 67-year-old was found dead at his residence in a case they described as an apparent suicide. If you follow celebrity updates and trending entertainment news, subscribe, like, and share to support Starline daily. Authorities said officers were called to the home at about 2 a.m. after a report of a deceased individual. According to the police timeline, officers found Sheets at the scene, his family was notified, and the case was turned over to the Mojave County Medical Examiner's Office for further investigation. Police also said the investigation remains active, which means the public record is still limited to the official timeline released so far. That is a major reason this story has hit so hard with reality TV fans. Darrell Sheets was not a minor figure in Storage Wars. He was one of the show's defining buyers across the first 15 seasons, appearing in more than 160 episodes and building a larger-than-life reputation for taking risks at auction. His entire persona on the series was built around instinct, bravado, and the possibility that one locker might contain the kind of discovery no one else saw coming. That is also how he earned the nickname, the Gambler. A&E's own cast profile highlighted the way Darrell chased the big hit at storage auctions, and viewers came to expect that style every time he stepped into the bidding. He often appeared alongside his son Brandon, which made his segments feel even more recognizable to longtime fans of the show. His biggest finds became part of Storage Wars lore, including art connected to Picasso and a historically valuable Abraham Lincoln letter that reportedly sold for thousands of dollars. But the reason today's news carries extra weight is that Darrell had already been open, at least in part, about serious health problems in recent years. In 2019, he told followers in a public post that he had been sick for months, had suffered a mild heart attack, and had learned he was dealing with congestive heart failure, along with a severe issue involving his lung. At the time, he said surgery was ahead of him, and fans rallied around him after that update became public. His later years seemed to mark a shift away from the fast pace that made him famous on television. Public reporting says he retired from Storage Wars in 2023 and opened an antique shop in Arizona called Havasu Show Me Your Junk. In other words, the public image around Darrell had moved from weekly television auctions to a quieter chapter built around collectibles, resale culture, and his connection with fans who still knew him from the show's peak years. After news of his death became public, A&E released a statement mourning him as a beloved member of the Storage Wars family. That response matters because it reflects how closely Darrell remained tied to the identity of the series, even after his retirement. For many viewers, he represented one of the clearest versions of what made Storage Wars work in the first place: strong personalities, real risk, and the constant possibility of a life-changing score hidden inside an ordinary-looking locker. As of the latest available information, the clearest confirmed timeline is still the official one. Police say Darrell Sheets was found dead early on April 22, 2026, in Lake Havasu City. The case remains under investigation, and no broader public explanation has been released beyond that initial law enforcement statement. That distinction matters, because this is the kind of story where speculation helps no one, and the public facts should stay separate from assumption. What remains clear tonight is Darrell Sheets' impact on reality television and on the fans who followed his run on Storage Wars for years. He built a memorable television identity, turned storage auctions into high-stakes entertainment, and became one of the faces viewers most strongly associated with the series. For now, the public focus remains on that legacy, A&E's tribute, and the official timeline already on record, while one question stays open: whether authorities release any further findings beyond the investigation now underway. Thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting Starline Daily.